So if you've been on the internet at all lately, you have probably heard of the animated film K-pop Demon Hunters. And you've definitely heard of its incredible and, yeah, fictional girl group HUNTR X. They're a trio of K-pop superstars who just so happen to hunt demons on the side. You see this phrase everywhere, right? From fan guides to language tutorials all about the film. And honestly, it is no exaggeration. This movie didn't just do well. It shattered streaming records. It topped music charts. It became a whole cultural moment. So that's the big question, right? How did one person's very specific, very personal idea blow up into a worldwide sensation? Well, that's what we're going to get into. And it all starts with the creator. To really get this film, you first have to understand the mind behind it, Maggie Kang. Her life story is basically the perfect recipe for creating something like K-pop Demon Hunters. I mean, when you look at this timeline, it's like a perfect storm of influences. You know, Kang grows up in Canada as this super dedicated K-pop stan, importing CDs and feeling that connection to Korea from thousands of miles away. At the same time, she's in Hollywood, honing her craft as an artist on huge films. And then you get the spark, that one moment where she combines two things she loves that seem totally random: Korean shamanism and K-pop. She pitches it, and boom, the rest is history. But here's the thing, this wasn't just about making a cool K-pop movie. At its heart, King saw this as a superhero film, and her mission was to break the mold. She looked at this packed market of superheroes and wanted to create heroes who were powerful, sure, but who were also messy and flawed and not afraid to look a little silly. In other words, characters that you could actually see yourself in. And layered on top of all that was this really powerful cultural drive. This was a huge opportunity to bring authentic Korean culture, its history, and its people to a global stage in a big way. To make something that felt distinctly Korean, even though it was produced in the West. Okay, so with that really clear vision locked in, the team zeroed in on three absolutely crucial areas to make the world of K-pop Demon Hunters feel completely 100% real and authentic. So how did they pull it off? How did they build this world that feels so lived in? Well, it all came down to these three pillars: a story that was deeply rooted in Korean culture, music that was good enough to be its own thing, and a totally unique animation style. So first up, the culture. This is so smart. The film creates this amazing bridge between the past and the present. The demon hunting pop stars are basically a modern version of traditional Korean female shamans who historically used song and dance in their rituals to protect people. It's a move that grounds this wild fantasy concept in actual history. Second, the music. And this was a total game changer. Instead of just writing songs that move the plot along, they went out and hired legendary K-pop producers like the Black Label. I mean, these are the geniuses behind massive groups like Blackpink. They treated HUNTR like a real deal K-pop group, making actual hits that could top the charts all on their own. And finally, the animation. The team decided to embrace what they called intentional inconsistency. They blended these slick 3D models with super expressive, classic 2D anime faces, and they shot it like a K-drama or a music video. The whole thing just feels fresh, dynamic, and completely unique. Now, when you put that much care and commitment into authenticity, you don't just get a good movie. You create a passionate fandom, a really passionate fandom. And pretty soon, that fandom developed its own language to talk about why they love this thing so much. Okay, so it all starts with the word stan. Now, it originally came from combining stalker and fan, which sounds a little intense, but now it's really a badge of honor. It just means you're a deeply dedicated, super passionate fan. You can be a stan, and you can stan a group. And here's why this is so important. The film was made by a stan for stans. Maggie Kang's own identity as a fan is the secret ingredient. It's what allowed her to connect so authentically with the exact audience she was trying to build. All right, next up, catchy. You know this word. It's the perfect way to describe a song that just burrows into your brain and decides to live there for a while. It's pretty much the highest praise you can give a pop song. And that's exactly what the music team delivered. You look at fan guides, you look at reviews, they are all filled with this word. It's proof that their whole plan to treat this like a real K-pop album worked perfectly. The songs weren't just good, they were irresistible. And finally, we have the word relatable. This is what fans use when a character just feels real, you know? When their struggles, their wins, their goofy moments,
They all hit home on a personal level. It's all about that connection.
And this brings everything full circle. Remember Maggie Kang's original vision? Her main goal was to create real and relatable heroes. The fact that this is the exact phrase that fans use to describe the characters just shows a perfect, flawless execution of that vision. The message was sent, and you know what? It was received, loud and clear. At the end of the day, the success of K-pop Demon Hunters isn't just about a good film with a killer soundtrack. It tapped right into that global Korean wave and became something so much bigger. It really is a cultural phenomenon, a celebration of culture, music, and the incredible power of a truly unique story.
So, it leaves you with this thought, doesn't it? What happens when the stans are the ones telling the stories? What other incredible worlds are just waiting to be built, not in some corporate boardroom, but from the genuine, heartfelt passion of a fan?